emphasizes this too, the spiritual guardian guides, be on the highest, be on the quantum, be on the mega highest, and mega, be on the super highest, super highest, and super, and in all the orders I'll say astrological, terrestrial, and ce- celestial inner points of enlightenment of all the empress and spiritual guardian guides, and also of the real star empresses of the regions of habitation, existence of all planets or moons or suns or earth or solar systems or galaxies or universe or space or stars or star clusters or astrological constellations and even the sacred zodiacs that is not animalistic and not the ones that are fell and stuff, and of all vibration or portal or all planets or moons or suns or earth or earth or light or skies or lightning, electricity, thunderstorms, vibrations or chemistry or refinement, nourishment, regardment, love, guidance, wealth, enriching, education, uh, cherishing, and sacredness, and of all current and of all equality and future economic equality of all love and happiness and all regardment and martial arts of one's natural habitation and of all atmospheres. I'm gonna just say just like this. Be careful. I had this pimp somebody had struck me a certain type of way at a time and nobody really realized it, and it was like a little abrasion that they left by my scalp or something, right? Because I told you I'm still working in the paradigm of time, and then I literally just took a razor, and then I just cut it, and then it burst. So the literal liquid itself, was trying to get some my brain a certain type of way that was gonna try to interfere or fuck me up. But really, what I realized is that somebody's trying to learn the anatomy of the highest empress of all space, and the empress of the stars, and the empresses of the planets, moons, suns, and earth, and all stars, star clusters, astrology, constellations, and sacred zodiacs, and they're looking for the position of the empress. Now, let me just tell the spiritual guardian guide empresses all this to hear and view me, all the empresses, especially of pretty bow-leggedness, bubble butt, fat ass, small handful size titties, flat stomach in the belly button, social face, extreme pretty eyes, chinky eyes, different color eyes that match your hair color precisely, silky soft wavy hair, silky soft straight hair, silky soft curly hair, silky soft hair, or curly, wavy, curly, whichever way, of all indigenous, of all Indians, of all light skinned, of all Asians, of all Caucasians, all albinos, indigenous, or Indians, or Latin, or Latinos, or Hispanics, or Hispanics, of all white people or Oriental people, Taiwanese, Japanese, Philippine, Korean, whichever, wherever you're from, the spiritual guardian guides here and view me of all martial arts, of all enriching and welcoming of all magic or majesticness or force or crowns or jewel stones and elements here and view me and hear what I'm saying real quick. Clear conscious. Since I just popped this somebody struck me, so since I just popped this situation by my head with a little razor, I drained it for it wouldn't affect my conscience a certain type of way. Somebody's probably trying to learn your anatomy to your physical because they want to kill the spiritual guardian guide empress and they don't want it to have a certain type of memory. So most likely the person that's doing this is trying to study the humane condition of the empress, and they're trying to be like some false doctor where they want to operate on her, but they want to operate on a condition of her conscience, probably trying to get to the sacredcy of her pussy just to fuck up somebody's conscience at a time, because these are people that just want to sabotage a person's thoughts, and they don't want the empress having a natural operation of control of her nervous system, so they just want to make a zombie empress. So you gotta be careful. It's just like, don't listen to these people that would fuck up your finger or fuck up a part of your leg and then tell the other leg to give out because one leg is fucked up. So you shouldn't be able to crawl away or limp away or try to heal at a time. Like they would want both your legs fucked up. don't join the party of your survival. If you see one person fucks up at their point of enlightenment of your habitation of your human condition, don't let it spread to the other points of enlightenment within your habitation or your human condition because of another person that's spoiled at a time. Just because it's just like if somebody just has a vital strike, is not the other person doesn't have to go through it because they went through it. Don't learn to resist the habitation of hurting your physical because another person wants to learn your violence and they didn't want you to give up on your life. Don't give up on your habitation of your physical of your life. If it's something to do with me and telling everything I explained on the chips, on the videos, listen to the videos on YouTube. It's Ralph Lalaine, JRRALPH space LALANNE space JR space WHITE space IS space GOLD. White is gold, and listen to all the recordings on YouTube. This is all I'm gonna tell you. Don't let an individual. Once I say what I told you, you do exactly as I command in the audio. I don't give a fuck what another person says because they're probably trying to make me say something for you to think about something another type of way. You see what just happened in the back of my head? Don't let a person learn about the spot of your physical consciousness a certain type of way on a low level on the planet and on the stars on a certain level because what they're trying to do is just fuck up your concentration to your habitation, to your literal acknowledgement, to the habitation of your social economics of refining your conscience. I was speaking about this yesterday, about things like this. And the empresses of the earth, the element ninja empresses of the earth and the element empresses probably didn't realize certain things. And then on top of it, I'm healing because it just happened right there, the back of my head. So most likely, all the empresses is a certain type of way. So you have people that's going to want to help the empress and want to operate on the empress. The people that was in my social economic system in Brooklyn all the way to where I'm at right now was trying to kill the main doctor empress of all space. They didn't want her to be able to be a doctor because they were having wild emotions in the social economic conditions and they just wanted to operate on her. They wanted to fuck up because they didn't want her to know how to handle her habitation of the higher consciousness so they could have been able to run and make diseases in the physical reality in this. They would have finished life. So don't let them know anything about what happened. You handle it by yourself in secrecy with only people of honesty and love that was not sabotaging. And you check. You call for the energy. You say, who wasn't sabotaging, trying to find out what I knew, that was just trying to get pussy money and to manipulate my physical reality to cause the death of my consciousness a certain type of way according to the order of the reason that I think that would have tried to zombify me and it would have tried to eliminate, murder, kill, or rape me in the physical reality. And you call to find out who them people are, don't let them see you. And once you see all them people gather up and you know for sure in the time sequence, then go somewhere else, way opposite, and say, who is the people that really love me, that would have never really cared to know the depth of secrecy, that would have just helped me heal the situation and kept it moving and not cared about knowing anything ever in existence at a point in time, and nobody that would have known and that would have tried to arrange their habitation of their consciousness, even in the paradigm of time, then tried to do a magic to get to the point to realize what I'm saying, just to realize one little intricate thing just to fuck me up and just trying to pinpoint it or tactically move from that point and beyond because they want to catch an interest in certain things or they were just waiting to sabotage at a later time. You ask that question, and once you see the people come to you, then you'll be okay. But don't fuck with the people that surround me in my social economic system. They just wanted to know your habitation to their human condition because they just wanted to rob you from even manifesting or being able to control your habitation because they wild emotions already. And if they have already infectious mind mentalities, they're gonna wanna. They're not caring about your habitation. They just wanted to know how to sabotage your physical or your spiritual, for they could just party even more in the spirit, in the spiritual or physical of their demonizing reality of their how can I say, their dimension. So be very careful of the of those individuals. Make sure you know what you're doing precisely. Do not let people that was gonna sabotage you, or make sure whatever star is helping you is not gonna be a fallen star at a point in time, in a time sequence, in a paradigm, at a time of them helping you, and then they cause them falling, and then knowing the vital information, and then cause their death later on in the physical. Make sure it's not a star that's gonna literally frame or just fall at a time and then cause their death at another time. Make sure you know all these things before you let anybody help you or know anything about your real habitations, especially to the vitalness of your existence, your sacredcy, of your habitation, of your physical and your consciousness, and the emotional energy of yourself before they cause an interference in your light or your aura or your habitation or your literal frequencies of current of receptiveness of what goes on in your natural surroundings of your social economics or your atmosphere, or even in your certain comfort of your habitation to your travels. Make sure you do what I'm telling you. Love you. See you soon another type of way. Or see you soon myself, but another type of way in the physical reality of love, equality, and enriching and welcoming of emotions. And that's it. I don't have nothing else to tell you. And regard yourself. Keep us away from these scumbags, stink pussy, dirty bitches that just want to do favors for you, that tell you they knew this from that, how long ago, and they've been fucking up and buying time. Stay away from them stupid bitches, let them die out. Yo, listen, do not even risk putting them in their cycle of your life. You should mark them so you should know if they try to enter the cycle of your life that you already knew who they are, so that you know to veer from them and then veer them away from you, so they won't even acknowledge you at a point and won't interfere with your happiness of the current, of the high enlightenment, of the reason of your habitation of the physical reality. Loved one, I have nothing else to say. And then make sure that they stay away from me, or stay away from the people or the feminine or feminine girls that I should be with in the physical reality, to even refine and make love to enrich the energy and strength, so a person with you, the empresses, won't end up in a vampiristic state like a vampire, or a spread of their wild emotions of the vampire like likings, and then cause the end of the world or the end of the empress, and then the empresses end up vindictive or temperistic, and then or devious or syndicate or sinfulness in the physical reality. Make sure that they stay away from even the habitation of the girls I'm supposed to be with, to guide them to me safely, so no other man or no other chick could ever fuck up their physical reality and cause the distinction, or cause the distortion, or cause the end of their love or their happiness and the harmony, and don't let them recondition it in the physical reality. Literally get rid of those people and keep them safe. So if they ever travel to me, they travel to me safely, they travel to wherever the destination, they go safely, and they'll be disappeared, and they won't be around another person that'll tamper with their habitation. And make sure it's a chick that is not sabotaging or setting up her life a certain type of way just to learn a certain sacredcy that is gonna fall like the star at a point in the future, and then cause the devastation or the end of the hurt of reality of a person that your sacredcy goes. So make sure of what you're doing precisely, so you don't never go through these experiences, and make sure that when you do it, to even say to keep away from the people that wanted to time even the journey of me being Nimrod and even Christ, that tried to fix a person's path to fuck up because they just wanted to see a point of happiness, so they will never interfere with the quality of the future. So they'll never interfere with the quality of the future loved one. And you want to know something? I'm just being real about the situation. And don't let a chick use your manipulate. And also, a chick that's not gonna use your when you're doing things, that's not gonna use your manipulate you for your magic or your knowledge, or cause any turmoil or any heartbreak or bad current energy in your harmony, in your harmonical frequency of your habitation in the future, even at any time. Make sure you do these things so you can be your own safety a certain type of way to secure yourself so people won't fuck up your physical and your future a certain type of way, or even won't fuck up your social economics to your future. So they won't be able to know the timing of the natural current of your nourishment that guides you. So make sure you protect it even at the point of the future, all the way down, and from the past all the way up. Either way, so a person won't try to sidestep you like they're doing martial arts. So be very careful of these things. I love you, my empress. I love you, my wife. We'll speak another time. Love one.